how you do anything is how you do everything. And so for the men who keep showing up and like, no matter what, that's how you know like what you're gonna do in entrepreneurship. That's how you know what you're gonna do in trading. You know how many times I've been knocked on my ass for trading? Like, hey, nope, I'm taking a loss. I'm coming back. That mentality that keep making you show up, keep making you invest, keep making you study, like whatever. And when I say invest, I'm not just talking about stock market. I'm saying if you run a business, whatever it is you may have, right? You keep showing up. You get knocked down. You show back up. You get knocked down. I do this with everything in my life. I'm gonna show up.
I got Hitman on the beat. School out.
Secure the bag with 1017 Scoochie.
Scoochie.
Yeah, Puerto Rico, East Atlanta.
Yeah.
Well, Miami.
Go.
My money machine go beep, I love the sound that it make. Plus all the racks I'm count, I think that my machine about to break. Secure the bag, yeah, that's the brand, and we get to the bag. These private flights, Miami nice, these Gucci bags full of cash. So when Tay Sweat from Puerto Rico, we go hard for the cheese. It's all legit, we making grip, they think I'm still selling keys. I just Cartier my eyes.
All right, so yeah, you know, we're talking about this, you know, situation of your biggest hater being the person you sleeping with. And I mean like literally whoever you lay your head down with at night, like you sleeping right next to your biggest hater. That shit is a real thing. And Drina, you know, you being here and mentioning what you just said brings out a lot because Drina, look, I'm sure, you know, you were with him, so you were with him for a certain amount of time. So I'm sure you grew some feelings and maybe even loved this man. But I gotta say it. He was a bitch. He was a bitch. And the reason why I say that is because men who do stuff like that, look, Mike said, damn, son.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Like, the reason why I say that is because there are a few things that men can do that I'm like, yeah, you a bitch. One, you can be weird around or about another man, especially if it's in front of. So for him to say, I ain't watching them videos with you. I ain't studying with you. I don't really like, maybe he even was like, I don't even like him. I ain't studying him with you. And then go behind your back and then try to go watch the same videos without you. That's some bitch ass. Oh man, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Drina, if that hurt your heart when I say that, but that's what that is. Like where I come from, like he would have got picked on. He would have got picked on. And I say that because it's very similar to things that happened to me in the manosphere, in entrepreneur world, YouTube world, right? You got guys who are normally, if you take the microphone and social media from a lot of men, I mean, they got picked on. They were the little bitches. Like they were the bitches. That's just what it is. And so, yeah, they hoes in real life. Yeah, that's exactly what that is. You know, it's unfortunate. Yeah, they don't have a voice in real life. They get walked over in real life. They're the dweebs, the jerks. Like, and I'm not even gonna say the nerds because I'm a nerd. I'm a nerd, and I'm not a tough guy, right? But I don't take no shit, right? And so, like, even in real life, like if it's time to fight, I know that I can lose. I'm not the best fighter in the world, right? Somebody out there got my number, right? You got me fucked up in real life. And so I think that's the thing. And so some people have that weird, don't go over there, he's too big. Don't go over there, he's too tall. Don't go over there, he's too, rich, right? All good, brother Dre, do your thing, man. It's good to see you as always, man. We gotta get together soon too, bro. But yeah, man, like, it's the insecurities, that voice, and you can tell by a man's actions what his inner voice is saying, right? What actions is he giving, right? Yeah, we're recording these sessions. I got you, Ben, for sure. We need these recorded. But yeah, I refuse to go that. Yeah, that's it. I might not win this fight. And you might kick my ass 3-4 times. But every fucking time you got me fucked up, I'm gonna keep. I'm that guy. Like, and so, but see, here's the thing, y'all. How you do anything is how you do everything. And so as we talk about getting into the whole situation about you sleeping with your worst, with your biggest, enemy or your biggest hater, how you do anything is how you do everything. And so for the men who keep showing up and like, no matter what, that's how you know, like, what you're gonna do in entrepreneurship. That's how you know what you're gonna do in trading. You know how many times I've been knocked on my ass for trading? Like, hey, nope, I'm taking a loss. I'm coming back. Yeah, I took a loss. Okay, cool. I'll figure this shit out. But you got me fucked up. Like, sorry, market. You got me fucked up. I'm coming back. I'm coming back. I'll see you later. But you got me fucked up. And so that mentality goes across the board, right? It goes across the board. And so, ladies, some of y'all are sleeping with your biggest hater, right? And I say that because a lot of times men feel insecure when the woman has this mentality. Because see, a lot of the women got that mentality. Look at Felicia. Felicia's like, yeah, exactly. You got me fucked up, right? Like that mentality that keep making you show up, keep making you invest, keep making you study, keep making you like whatever. And when I say invest, I'm not just talking about stock market. I'm saying if you run a business, whatever it is you may have, right? You keep showing up. You get knocked down. You show back up. You get knocked down. I do this with everything in my life. I'm going to show up, right? My diet, I was 280, over the last, 3 years, I got up to 280. And I'm like, I gotta get this fucking weight off, right? How you do anything, how you do everything. I'm a diet. Damn, things are going great. Fuck, I just ate some pizza. And then I get put in a spiral, like, pizza, ice cream, burgers, right? You got me fucked up. I'm getting right back up. I'm like, hold on. I just said that I gotta get this weight off. I go right back. And so no matter what, I'm trying to teach a lot of people this mentality because you're gonna hit walls. Sometimes you're gonna hit pitfalls. You're gonna have, setbacks, right? No, I don't drink coffee. You're gonna have setbacks though, right? You're gonna have setbacks. And so I try to push or instill this mindset into people because a lot of people have this characteristic where they get hit 1 or 2 times and they give up. For me, you got me fucked up. I'm going to keep showing up, whether it's with my diet, whether it's with business, investing, relationships, to an extent. You got me fucked up in relationships on both sides, though, as we go into the whole hater conversation, right? And so you got me fucked up. I refuse to let this relationship fail. And I'll keep doing my thing, right? I'll keep doing my thing. I keep coming back. We're going to go, what do we got to do to figure this shit out? Okay, we'll go to therapy. We'll go this type of therapist. If that one don't work, we'll go to this type of therapist. We'll go to therapy for a few years, right? But I ain't fucking stupid. There's gonna come a time I'm like, okay, now you really got me fucked up and I'm gonna end the relationship. So, you got me fucked up in 2 different ways when it comes to the relationship. But that's right. Where I come from, that's right. We call it, you a dog. I got that dog in me and I refuse to give up, right? And yeah, that's right. That's how I play ball. That's how I ball. And so, like, literally, I always want to, because I'm shorter when it comes to, basketball. And basketball height, I'm shorter, right? And so I took this, and I'm mentioning this because I do think it's something that anybody who's played sports, I think you have this in your head. You kind of have to think like this in sports because you're going to get knocked down in sports and you got to go back. You got to go back in, right? And so anybody with sports, I want to share this mentality with you because this is the mentality that it helps me in my relationships, with my family, with friends, with my marriage, with my business relationships. It helps me in entrepreneurship, whatever, right? You can't say you're short. What that make me? Well, in basketball terms, I'm short and my hands are small, right? And the reason why I say that, because I played with 7-footers, 6'8", 7 foot. So at 6'3", I'm looking up and my homeboys that were 7 feet, when you go to shake their hand, you feel like a damn child because they hand like, like, what up, bro? I'm like, God damn it. Like, I hated that shit too. I'm like, what the fuck? But like, no, but like, I'm short in basketball terms, right? And so I'm saying that. I'm saying that because I'm still like, you got me fucked up. Yeah, you 6'8", you got me fucked up. And so like, literally in the game, in sports, you have to have that mentality because when you show back up, it's like, I don't care how tall you are. Motherfucker 6'8", he going to layup. I'm jumping at him too. I'm gonna block your shit too. Boom, let's go. I'm going for rebounds over you too. And back in my day, you know, I'm a little older now. I'm not as springy as I used to be. But back in my day, I would look for the 6'8" motherfuckers, and I'm going up on you. And so, yeah, you 6'8", but I'm finna put you in the rim. You coming with me. Come on. You going in the rim. And so that's right. That's how Allen Iverson. That's the mentality that I'm saying. The greats, all of them had this mindset. You know what I mean? And so for me, I've always like taken that mindset through business, entrepreneurship, investing, marriage. I don't give up, right? Don't give up, but don't be a fucking fool either, right? So with that said, let's see what y'all talking about, man. Let me see. I was blind to the fact that I was surrounded by haters because my attitude has always been, uplifting, right? Positive, encouraging. That's right. The blindness kicked in because I would, you said, because I'm like, I would never hate on you. Yeah. So it never crossed my mind that, that other were hating on you, right? So it never crossed my mind until after the fact. Those people were like, Tupac said, the realest people don't have a lot of friends. That's it. That's a real thing, man. Yeah, that's a real thing. If you love defense in sports, you got to be mentally. Yeah, you got to be tough mentally. It's a fact. It's a fact, Sean. So yeah, let's see. I got married young. I'm 30 now. So I'm super proud of my mental growth. That's right. I love it. Earlier, Drina, you said you were in the bathroom with the door locked. Is he at home? Is that what that is? Is he with you right now? See, that's why I said I ain't gonna get too deep in y'all's story because I won't get too much in your business, right? Okay. I'm just making sure. Okay. I was like, wait a minute. I'm like, hold on now. He ain't supposed to be there now. Look, you grown. Don't let me. That's right. Blink twice if you need help. All right. But no, I just, I like to focus most of these topics on me, right? So we, like yesterday, last, and so I thought he'd been gone, but I was like, maybe he got some comeback. I don't know. But anyway, I try to focus on me. That way people gonna get offended regardless, just because you got some soft ass people out there. But I try to focus on me. So if we talking about losing weight or being overweight or whatever, I just focus on me. I'm like, yeah, I'm fat. Especially when I was 280, I'm fat in the motherfucker. I gotta get this weight off, right? This is how we need to do it. When it comes to relationship stuff, this is what happened to me. This is what I did. This is how I got out. This is what I had to do. Yada yada. So I just try to focus on me. That way, nobody should get offended because it's not directed to them. It's me, focused on me. And so that, hopefully, that's right. There's a lot of fucking soft shell tacos out here. Soft shell tacos. Let's see. I phone 11 left the chat for real. For real. So yeah, man, I definitely gotta, I gotta keep it focused on me just in case. Cause I take shit personally to get motivated. Yeah, that's one way of doing it. But see, Trail, you hoop. And so you get that. That's a hooper's mentality or a sports mentality. Yeah, they get offended when it's about me. That's true. Soft shell tacos. But yeah, so for me, my goal has always, and this is an issue with me playing in the sandbox. I do my best to hold my brothers accountable, make you step up, So when I tell you about yourself, things you're doing wrong and that I see you're doing wrong, a lot of men especially don't know how to receive that, right? So I do my best to put it on these videos, put it on these podcasts so that it's there for those who want it, right? So sleeping with your hater, understanding how that mentality works. Ladies, I mention that because you need to know if you are laying down with a bitch. Okay? I just have to say it that way. You need to understand if you're laying down with a bitch. Men who are moving like that, who are kind of afraid to really any admiration of another man or any respect for another man in front of you makes him feel lesser than, that's a problem, right? Because there's a hierarchy in the mandom, in the man world, right? That's funny. So there's a hierarchy in the man world, right? What I mean by that is there's always going to be somebody else who's above you, whether it's financially, physically, emotionally, relationship-wise, whatever. There's always going to be another man who he figured it out. He figured it out. And so it doesn't make you lesser of a man to give him his respect, right? And to even reach out and say, teach me, big dog, because you got it. You figured it out, right? You figured it out. But unfortunately, we live in a world, ladies, I'm telling you mostly ladies, because most of y'all are the ones who are laying down with a fucking hater. I've noticed that it's mostly women. But men, we get some too. But unfortunately, what I'm coming to find is men have to dim the light of another man in front of their woman to make themselves look mighty in front of their woman, right? It's kind of like this survival mechanism that I'm not even say we, that most men have grown to implement, right? That's the real simp. If you ask me, that's simp mode for real, right? That's right, that's whole shit, right? I really feel like that. I'm like, that man's a bitch. Because what he's trying to do is everybody around him, especially to his woman, he's trying to dim all of their like, see, look, I told you he ain't shit. And so what you'll see is those men are like focused on all the negative shit that's happening to men around the world, right? And what he's trying to do is he's trying to bring everybody down to his bitch ass level, right? And so ladies, you have to watch that because, and the reason why I'm mentioning this, you have to watch that because you end up becoming the person he's trying to dim. I'm telling you, I've seen it all. Seen it all before, David. Where you from? I'm from Nashville, Tennessee, baby. That's where I'm from. If you're from Nashville, you know about Lishy Ave. I'm from East Nashville, Lishy Ave. I stayed on Steinbeck, but I rep Lishy because it's all the same damn thing. But anyway, that's what I always tell people. I say you gotta look. You gotta look and see because that's right, Tender Key. She just said, whoa, yeah. So that in itself, it will allow you to see what is going on in his head. If you were the man, right? If you were the man and you notice that he's dimming or trying to dim everybody around him, say, I told you he ain't shit. Look at him. Look, I told you he was a scammer. Look at him, right? And every time bad news come up, he's picking out the bad news and he never uplifts or never kind of champions another man. You know you got a bitch on your hands. And eventually, as you try to go up and climb, he gonna pull you down too. Hands down. He gonna pull you down too. And because you sleeping with him, right, he's gonna do certain things to dim your light. Oh, I gotta keep your head, you getting the big head, I gotta keep your head small. You think you better than me, so I gotta humble you. Anybody who say they gotta humble you is a fucking hater. You better run. You better run. If anybody feel like they gotta humble you, run. Run. You better get out of there. Chris said, you just called out 90% of the men on Instagram in the comment section. Facts. Yep. If anybody feel like they say they gotta humble you, that's fuck out of there. It's crazy to think most of my previous relationships were like this. Yeah. And to think who I have now is completely opposite. Yeah. So I would go out on a limb. I would go out on a limb and I would say this. How I just said, if he's looking to dim other people's light, you know what he eventually going to do to you. You can almost see if the man on the opposite side is going to do the total opposite, if he's going to be good, by looking at how he talks about other men, meaning how he uplifts them. Like, man, this man killing it, man. Look at this. I think we should do something like that. Maybe he got something that he could teach, or maybe there's something in his system that we need to pull from that system, because I like what he's doing there, right? When you can get a man to talk like that, you got you a man, right? You got you a man, right? You got you a man, because that, if I'm being honest, I love that type of shit. Yeah, seriously. Because if you can do that and you can uplift another man and actually say, look, congratulations, man, that's dope what you've done. And then even kind of, I hate to say it, but it's kind of like even like bow down and say, look, teach me shit. That's a man who's looking to learn and better himself, probably for you, ladies. So if he's looking to better himself, right, that's a big thing that he's probably, the reason he's trying to better himself, because he knows what he wants to do for his family. He knows what he wants to do in his life. He knows what he wants to do for his wife, right? That's a man, right? That's a man that's coachable. Because if you're not, so the reason why I'm saying you got to be coachable is because we don't have it figured out. I didn't see husbands and marriages growing up, right? When I was younger, my mom would say, I was raised by single women. I don't know, and the husbands in the family, they were trash, right? So I didn't have anybody to learn from. So I had to be coachable to become the man I am today. And I still, even at the level I'm at, I still have to be coachable, right? And so I'm still looking at other guys at the top, and I'm like, he got a good system. We're gonna have to emulate some of those themes, right? I like that shit. I'm like, okay, cool. You got something, man. Hey, teach me what you're doing, man, because you're doing something. I'd love to get to that point. Okay. And so that's the thing, man. You gotta have that mindset. And when men talk and act like that, you got you a man. You got you a man. Trust me. Let's say I don't know shit, but I know more than some. There you go. Right? A lot of them would rather be broke. That's it. Let's see. Ain't nothing gonna stop my shine. A star recognize another star. Show love. That's right. That's right. Let's see. My soon-to-be ex-husband was in the Marines and felt he needed to break everybody down like Marine was. Yep. I didn't realize he was trying to break me too. I had to get away from him. Damn. Yeah. Damn, Vito. Yeah. That's exactly right. That's exactly how it happens. And it's funny because I would never, to be totally honest, I would never call a Marine a bitch to his face, or period, right? Not behind his back, not to his face, because let me tell you something, that's still that's a man, but you could still be a bitch in your mind and try to push and break everybody down, right? You could still be that, right? You can still be that. But, I got too much respect, and not just Marines, but I got too much respect for people who serve, period. Army, Navy, Marines, whatever. I never call you a bitch. I never disrespect anyone who served this country, right? But that's not what that is. But you can still have a mentality where you feel like the need to have to break people down so that, and his might not even been so that he could be above everybody. He just may have that mentality that, like you said, he needs to break people down. I have to break you down. That's just what it is. And you know, it's part of the training that they go through. It's right how he speaks to his peers, mentors that are men speaks volumes. That's a fact, right? That's a fact. And because we have a lot of fatherless children, right? Because we have a lot of fatherless men, a lot of men don't know how to take direction from another man or even desire to. Because you've been running amok. You've been a man. You've been on your own as a man since you were younger, right? And so you had mom, maybe, or grandma. And so when it comes to actually taking direction from a man, yeah. Gigi said, my ex's girlfriend and I caught him cheating on both of us. We met online and we showed up together when I was supposed to meet up with him. That was an interesting situation to say the least. Wow. Let's see. MySpace days. Oh, the MySpace days. Boy, oh boy. Let's see. I said, I love how healthy my relationship is. Thanks to you, Coach and Queen, I've leveled up myself and found someone who's on the same page. We want to learn all we can from y'all and become better for each other. I love that, Val. Good job. I love that. And so, with that being said, Robert, you be respectful, damn it. You be respectful, Robert. Quit hollering at Val. Val good over there. All right? Right. Pick somebody else to pick on. Shit. And I'm just saying it as a man, right? If somebody kept hollering at my woman and I wasn't in the room, I'd expect a man to step up and say, hey, she's married. Leave her the fuck alone, right? That's just how men in my world move, right? That's how men in my world move. So respectfully, Robert, find you another target, damn it. There's your stop loss. All right, let's see. All right. Who else we got in the building? Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, facts. I didn't know if Val was in that relationship still or not. Otherwise, I would have said something a lot earlier, right? But the fact that she's still in that relationship, nah, you gotta show respect, man. Y'all don't do that shit on my watch. Cause I kill a motherfucker about my wife. For real. You walking down the street and you get pew! Like, where the fuck that come from? Yeah, motherfucker, I know what you've been doing. I know what you did last summer, all right? Know what you did last summer. Shit. Hey, I don't fuck around about my wife. I snipe your ass out of nowhere. Let's see. It's like you ain't gonna have time to notice what's coming. Let's see. I bet that energy is reciprocated though. Yeah. Oh yeah. Queen don't play about me. Queen does not play about me. And I do my best because women are more, I don't know who's more disrespectful, to be honest with you. I don't know if men are more disrespectful in relationships or women, but I will say this, women tend to be fucking disrespectful, man. Good God. I'm like, they do not care. I really feel like women are more disrespectful. Like, I'll be honest with you, man. There's some women who they will lay down with me and look at my wife while it's going on. Like they will like it's some ratchet ass women out there, boy. They do not care. They don't. Catty, right? Yeah, there's some dirty women out there. Or yeah. See, you know the game, Britt. They'll be friends with the, and we get that a lot. And it's not everybody who says this, but you gotta watch those that's like, I love your wife so much. I'd be like, okay, we're gonna keep a side eye on her ass. We're gonna watch that one right there. Anytime I see that happening, you go to her page, you liking the page, what they're tending to do, and the reason why I know this for a fact is because I've seen this in my previous marriage, right? You know how many women was waiting on me to break up with my ex-wife? Like, for a fact. Literally, liking all the pictures, all in the stories. And what my wife would do, she'll go like, if I see you following my stories, but you don't follow me, I know to put a target on your head. Because there's a lot of women who don't follow my wife, but they be in her stories consistently. And I'm like, wait a minute. So you actively search this woman's name to go look at her stories every day. Like, cause you don't follow her. And when I see shit like that, I'm like, yeah, we're gonna have to watch her. Yeah, we're gonna have to watch her. So yeah, women sneaking in the motherfucker, man. I will say that. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. All the single people in SCB just need to date each other at this point, for real. Yeah, yes. Can't follow the husband and not follow his wife. Thanks, but that's a lot. That's a lot. And some women are just blatantly like disrespectful. Blatantly disrespectful. I don't talk about what I get in my DMs or what people like send me, but it's disrespectful. Very much so. Finding love, STB. That's right. So yeah, man, it's just, you just have to be careful and be respectful. I just say that. I don't play around with respect for people who are in relationships, because it's enough bullshit out here already that we gotta dodge and duck. We don't need another motherfucker trying to break down our relationship. So that's right. I stick to the G code, man. I stick to the codes from the streets that we used to have. Motherfuckers don't follow the codes anymore. But like women, a man's wife is off limit. When I was single, I don't touch people's wives. Kevin Gates got a verse kind of about that. I like it, but I still don't like it. But he was like, sometimes I disacknowledge my dad. Just gotta admit, told myself I won't fuck on nobody's wife, but I'm honest, I slipped. And so like, it's a G code, but I don't like the fact he said I'm honest, I slipped. But like, literally, like, don't fuck on nobody's wife, man. We don't do that. That's off limits. Off limits. And I don't care how you flip it around, right? That's law. I don't fuck with nobody's wife. Unless there's some clear ass communication. I need the man to shake my hand and say, you're good to go, buddy. Go have some fun with her, damn it. But at that point, yeah, I don't fuck with, you don't do that. All right. I do think karma will come back. So we talked about the ladies, okay? And so I think y'all have clear path or clear example on what you need to be looking for, right? What you need to be looking for as far as the man or men that you may be dating. Like I said, if he's consistently, showing love, big ups to, whomever, big ups to the man, showing love, yada, 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 cool. But yeah, that's to me, that's a really big thing, right? As I look through, I have to watch some stuff. But yeah, I really think, ladies, if you can find you a man and see that he is showing love to men who are above him, but actively trying to get better, that's a good characteristic, right? Here's the story. The woman I reproduced with knew that our daughter snuck a boy in our place. Got a hold of my gun, playing with my gun, and never told me. had the audacity to ask me why I'm tripping once I found out. The only reason I found out was because the boy mama called me and told she put me up mentally. You know, I reproduce a woman who you know, give a fuck about nothing. Mm-hmm. Not even our daughters are safe. Damn. Yeah. Dominic, I think a while ago we had a conversation about that, right? Or you got a very similar story to somebody else. Because you were taking care of your grandma for a while, right? I think that's the same. I talk to a lot of y'all, so I have to make sure I don't mix. I be mixing people up. But I think you the person who I was talking with. Trill said, Tay don't forget shit. Nah, Tay, I got a memory like a motherfucker. But yeah, Dominic, I think you were the person who we had a conversation a while back on, I think it was on Instagram. You were talking about you were taking care of your grandma and trying to study up. And yeah, that was you. Okay, yep. We talked on IG, yep. Shit got worse since. Dominic, I'm glad you're just here, man. Because I know that situation, I know it's a tough situation to survive. So the fact that you can show up and you can be on these calls, man, and just show love, that's admirable. So yeah, man, I got your back. I want to help you through that situation as much as possible. So keep doing your thing, man. It's sad, but let's go to the women's side of things. So we talked about how the women can pay attention to a man and how he moves and decide who he is and how he's going to move with you. Fellas, same thing. Women are going to move a little bit different. She won't necessarily down other women. She won't necessarily like try to do any of that. But one of the things I notice, fellas, is when a woman can't be nurturing because she's being too selfish for herself. Like I can't do that right now with you because I gotta go lift myself up. From my experience, that's the one that's gonna be your hater. Because what she's doing is she's like, I don't wanna nurture and do the things that most women do with men, right? We kind of all can agree that women are nurturers. So say, you, STB, my grandmother, and the gym are my sanity. I got you, family. Like, we gonna keep doing this, man. I got you. Especially if we keeping you sane over there, man. You do your thing, bro. I got you. But what I have to say about that is women are nurturers. They're gonna nurture, they're gonna love, they're gonna, that's just what they do. And so when I notice that a woman opts out of nurturing, like check box or takes the box off of check or take the check out of the box, it's like, I ain't nurturing. No, I got some shit I'm focused on over here. When I notice women do that, I instantly know that you're gonna be one of my biggest haters. And the reason why I say that, and this is just from experience, the reason why I say that is because I've had 3 women kind of move like this, right? That I seriously dated. And so what I noticed is that they're not willing to nurture what you got going on because they want to focus more on them and what they got going on. And so it starts that way. So I kind of pay attention like, so you don't help me at all with nothing? I'm like, okay, you don't want to help me with nothing because you're competing against me. That's what I notice most women do who are going to be your biggest haters. They're looking to compete against you, right? And so I'm like, okay. And they slick are men haters. Most of these motherfuckers are men haters from what I've noticed. They're men haters for sure. And so what it seems to be happening is these women will kind of like opt out of nurturing. Yeah, they're feminists. That's the word that I'm looking for, Wahanda. They're feminists. And so a lot of feminists are like, fuck the men, women rule, right? And so at that same time, when you bring that feministic mentality into a relationship, it usually doesn't work because at the end of the day, you still, you got in your mind that men are the enemy, including the one that you laying with, right? That's what I've seen personally. Don't mean that this is it, right? That's right, it's a safe space, all right? Thank y'all for being my fan. Of course, T-Mac, we got you, baby. It's all good. But yeah, what I've noticed is that, yeah, these women, you know, they've taken this feminist approach, and it's very tough to be diehard feminist and take care of your man. It's very tough because that feminist mindset tends, not always, I don't want to, you know, I still think you be somewhat of a feminist and still cater to your man, take care of your man. But a lot of times when you go deep into that feminist world, yeah, that man becomes, or men period, become like the enemy, right? Take them down, right? Take them down. And so, Chester say, I'm a feminist to an extent, but not to the point that I bring my man down, in the sense that I'm a strong, independent woman who knows. And so, Chelsea, I think, like I said, I think it's a thin line. It's a thin line, right? I say it's a thin line because I do think that it's possible to be a feminist, to be a strong woman. You can be all of that. I'm strong on my own. I'm a feminist, you know, yada, 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 yada. But I'll say it like this, right? Because I don't want to overgeneralize this. I'll say it like this. What I've noticed is if you are in a leadership role at work and you telling people, you're delegating, hey, you go do this, you go do that, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, you tend to bring that shit home. You go do that, you go do this, and it's like, I'm not your fucking subordinate. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you bring home what you do on the outside a lot of times, right? I said, not over here, right? A lot of times you bring home what you do. And so the reason why I say the feminist thing is tough, it's a thin line, because people don't know how to cut it off, right? And so there's a lot of women who don't know how to cut off when they're in a leadership role at work. They don't know how to cut it off when they get home. If they're in a feministic, role in life outside of the house, some of them don't know how to cut it off when they come home, right? And so that's what I mean, right? And so honestly, it could become a problem, right? It could become a problem. And so what I've noticed is that, Mike said, you're absolutely right, that's my experience, yeah. And so that's definitely my experience as well. And so, unfortunately, what I notice happens is these women who move like this, if they get with a man kind of like myself who is tenacious and no matter what, they never give up. And it's like, I'm not stopping. Like, I'm going to get to my, the success that I'm looking to get, I'm going to get it, right? I've noticed that when this feminist type of women get with a man like me, who's like, I'm not giving up, what tends to happen is the environment that the feminist is trying to create so she can compete with the man, she creates like, I'm not supporting you, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that. What ends up happening is the man who never gives up is like, okay, well, guess what? I'll do this without your support. Cool. And so what you do is you go over there and you still keep working and keep working and keep working. And what you notice is the man who's like, I'm not giving up regardless, even if you support me or not, if he still starts climbing and making that success and climbing higher than that feminist woman wants him to climb, she then starts doing things to sabotage that shit. Like, all right, I gotta put, what is the banana in the tailpipe, right? I gotta like start sabotaging your shit because you're still moving too fast, right? Or the potato, that's what it is, potato. I put a potato in the tailpipe because you're moving too fast. I gotta fuck up your shit some kind of way to slow you down, right? And so that in itself, I notice is one of those issues. So honestly, y'all, just do what you can. Keep showing the love. Find somebody who wants to reciprocate the love. The shit gonna be just fine. All right. With that being said, you know me. I do what I can to make sure that we're doing the things that we need to do to be successful, because I've gotten successful mostly by hedging in real life, right? So keep doing your hedge and keep doing your thing. Let's keep studying. Let's keep studying these charts. Let's keep studying human behavior. Let's keep doing what we got to do to be better versions of ourselves. And hey, we're going to only attract who we are. So I love y'all. I'll see y'all next, because I'll be here tomorrow. I'll see y'all tomorrow. All right. See y'all tomorrow. And I'll be keeping an eye on these charts just in case. All right. Love y'all.
I got Hitman on the beat. School out.
Secure the bag with 1017 Scoochie.
Scoochie.
Yeah, Puerto Rico, East Atlanta.
Yeah.
Well, Miami.
Go.
My money machine go beep, I love the sound that it make. Plus all the racks I'm count, I think that my machine bout to break. Secure the bag, yeah, that's the brand, and we get to the bag. These private flights, Miami nice, these Gucci bags full of cash. So when Tay Sweat from Puerto Rico, we go hard for the cheese. It's all legit, we making grip, they think I'm still selling keys. I just Cartier my eyes, cost by G's.